I enjoy golf and those kinds of things, but my hobby and the things that I'm doing right now are remodeling, carpenter work. I enjoy that a lot, and been involved in that for probably the last 18 years in one way or another. So that's what I'm doing right now is carpenter work, remodel work. Remodeling is a little different than new construction. There's a lot of demolition when you remodel, so you end up doing a lot of things twice. You have to take it all apart before you can build it again. So when you do that, there's a lot of sledgehammer, crowbar, sawzall, a lot of vibrating equipment that you use. It has a lot of reciprocating type machinery, and so you tend to get some joint pain in your elbows, your wrists, your fingers, those kinds of things, repetitive use of those kinds of tools. So I found that over the years, as I've used more of those types of tools, the pain in my joints and hands has been on the increase. I've used, the over-the-counter things, the Icy Hot, the ibuprofen, the Advil, all those types of over-the-counter remedies, and had, limited success with it. Ibuprofen helps a little bit, but the Warp 10 I've found at the end of the day when I have a lot of deep joint pain, if I use Warp 10 on my thumbs, joints, and my hands, that I get almost instantaneous relief. And if I use it in the morning again, then it seems to last, and gives me relief at least so I can get through the day. I don't think that kind of joint pain goes away, but it certainly gives me more relief than anything I've used over the counter. One of the other things I found that the Warp 10 works well on are cuts and lacerations on your hands. In demolition, even though you wear gloves most of the time, you can get caught on nails or glass, sheet metal. I've had a couple deep cuts lately on some sheet metal, and probably cuts that should have been stitched up, and I chose to butterfly them and use the Warp 10, and I had great results. I mean, I don't even have a scar. So I mean, it really, I felt like it sped up the recovery process and the healing process on the cuts much more than if I'd have just left it by itself. I was taking 12 500 milligrams of ibuprofen a day. I took 4 in the morning, 4 in the afternoon, and 4 at night. And currently, I take 2 in the morning, and that's it. So, I think a lot of that has to do with Warp 10 and the way it's worked on my joints, and it's just helped me feel better. I don't need that much ibuprofen to help alleviate the pain anymore.